सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरि ओम. So let us start as usual with a shloka. Okay, very good. The English meaning is already displayed. Let us chant the shloka, then we will go forward. Please repeat. Durjanah priyavaditi naitad vishwasakaranam madhutisthati jivhagre हृदये तु हलाहलम्। टुगेदर. दुर्जनः प्रियवादीति नैतद्विश्वासकारणं मधुतिष्ठति जिह्वाग्रे हृदये तु हलाहलम्. So let us see the simple meaning first. Durjanah, a person who is a durjanah, wicked person, bad person. Durjanah priyavadi, but is very sweet spoken, sweet talker. A wicked person at heart, but speaks very nicely. When you meet that person will greet you, oh, how are you? You are my everything and I missed you so much and what can I do without you? You are like this, you are like that. Inside nothing is there, but outside they speak so beautifully. This iti etat vishwasa karanam na is missing. Etat na vishwasa karanam. This cannot be the cause to keep faith in that person or to believe him. Just because he is a sweet spoken person, sweet talker, doesn't mean you can keep faith in them. See, I tell you, in life when we live, this is a very important thing. Sometimes we take decisions in our life based on such people. Arey, you come, don't worry, and you can stay with me, no problem. And whenever you come, just let me know by one call and I will be there. And nothing. Neither that person hosts us, nor that person picks up our call, nothing. So please be careful. Durjanah priyavadi, just because he is a sweet talker, na etad vishwasa karanam. Why? Madhutisthati jivhagre. Jivha agre, at the tip of their tongue, madhutisthati. Honey is there. Honey stays at the tip of their tongue. Madhu, very sweet. But hridaye tu halahalam. But in their heart, hridaye, what is there? Halahala. Halahala is a poison. Right? But poison in the heart. Therefore, please do not believe a person who is a sweet talker. Please see the intentions of the person also. Sometimes it is other way around also. Some people are very good at heart, but they don't know how to talk nicely. They are very, what you say is either they are too shy to say anything or too forward to say everything. But sometimes when we look through the person and see their intentions, we will understand that these are the people whom we can have faith in, whom we can believe. Not such type of people who are very beautiful, very sweet with their tongue, but inside they are filled with poison. So don't believe a wicked person just because he is a sweet talker. Honey stays in his words, but poison in his heart. Therefore, please be careful. Don't believe just anybody. Okay, so let us chant the verse again. Durjanah priyavaditi naitad vishvasa karanam madhutisthati jivhagre hridaye tu halahalam. Now, remember what is the topic going on? Topic going on is of meters. What is this meter? This is a very famous meter. What is this meter? Anushtup Chandas and Vritta is Shloka. That's why it is so popular that all the verses are called as Shloka. And for that Anushtup Chanda and Shloka meter, we had seen one Shloka. We had seen one verse describing how this Shloka meter or Vritta is. Remember? Shloke Shashtham Gurudneyam Sarvatra Laghu Panchamam Dvichatuh Padayor Rasvam Saptamam Dirghamanyayo. Remember? So what that shloka was telling, what that definition was telling? Shloke Shashtham Gurudneyam. Shashtha Sarvatra Laghu Panchamam. And then Dvichatuhu Padayoho Rasvam. Dvi and Chatu. In the second and fourth, it is Rasva. Saptamam Dirgham Anyayoho. So for 5, 6, 7, this is the structure. For first and third pada, for 1 and 3 and for 2 and 4. Right? So let us see whether this works here or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let us see whether it happens or not. Ya, va, di. Ya, va, di. First pada. Laghu, guru, guru. Sa, ka, ra. Laghu, guru, laghu. Can you see that? Sa is laghu, and ka is guru, then ra is laghu. T, G. Here rasva, okay. This actually is rasva, but because of the next one, it becomes guru. Rasva is actually laghu, but because the next one is samyukta, therefore it becomes guru. And va is anyways guru. And then this what? See, can you see that? Can you see that? So like this you can check with all the shlokas, all the shloka meter that you have, whether this rule is followed or not. So first and third will have laghu guru guru, and second and fourth will have laghu guru laghu. So that's what happens here also, and that's what happens here also. Clear? Clear? I just took this as example, right? That's not the point was of the shloka was something different, but because we are taking the topic in grammar, that is chandas and vritta meters prosody, so therefore we analyzed it, right? Remember the shloka, Durjanah priyavadi iti na etad vishvasa karanam madhutisthati jivhagre hridayetu halahalam. Right, now let us go forward. In the last I think 1, 2, 3, 4 classes we have been seeing this topic of vritta. Today we are going to conclude that topic and we go forward. In the last session we had seen some vrittas which are 12 letters in a pada, right? Right? Yes. Okay. I hope you remember. I hope you have notes. Very good. Then we also saw, I think 14 shlokas in a pada, that also we saw. Now 15 also we saw, I think one. Malini, was it Malini? Malini, I think, right. So we have seen so many vrittas already. Now we go forward with little longer, bigger vrittas. And this one is Pancha Chamara. This is also very popular vritta actually. And what is the vritti, what is the lakshana for this? So it says Jarau Jarau Tato Jagau cha Pancha Chamaram Vadet. Right? Jarau Jarau Tato Jagau cha Pancha Chamaram Vadet. Jarau Jarau Tatah Jagau cha Pancha Chamaram Vadet. So what is that? What is the logic behind it? How many are there? 16 are there. So when you see 16 letters in one pada, how do you divide? You have to divide it into 3 letters each. So 5 ganas will be there and 6th one letter will be there. And that is what is the structure of the ganas? Jara, Jara, Jag. Ga is the separate letter at the end. So Jara, Jara, Jag. Now using the same Lakshana Vakya only, we understand. Jarau, Jarau, Tato, Jagau cha Pancha Chamaram Vadet. Right? Vadet. Now let us divide. Ja, Lagu. Rau, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Ja, again Lagu. Rau, Guru. Already. Ta, Lagu. To, anyways Guru. Ja, Lagu. Gau, Guru. Cha, Lagu. Pa is Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, therefore it becomes Guru. Cha, Pancha, Raswa, therefore Lagu. Cha, Guru. Ma, Lagu. Ram, because of Anuswara, Guru. Va, Lagu. And De is Guru. Anyways, Antya Akshara, anyways, of the pada is Guru. Now, divide. Remember the ganas? Yaratana Bhajasama. Yaratana Bhajasama. So, Madhya Laghu. Yaratana Bhaja. Madhya Guru. Yaratana Bhaja. Jagana. Madhya Laghu Yara. Again Madhya Guru Ja. Madhya Laghu Ra. Again Madhya Guru Ja. And then Ga. Now, why this meter is very popular? Because if you carefully see, alternatively there is Laghu Guru. See? Laghu Guru, 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 Laghu Guru. All 16 letters, it is just Laghu Guru happening. And therefore, this Pancha Chamara Vritta is also very, very popular. Can you see this? Laghu Guru coming again and again. So 8 are there. But because the Gana is made of 3, therefore not same Ganas are there. In one Gana, Guru will be at the center. In another Gana, Laghu will be. So Jara, Jara, Ja. Again that Ja, Ja, Ja is happening because it is repeating itself. So this is Pancha Chamara Vritta. Example is again very famous, well-known shloka composed by Bhagavan Shri Shankaracharya ji from Ganesha Pancharatnam. Mudakaratta modakam sada vimukti sadhakam kaladharavatam sakam vilasi loka daityakam anayakaikanayakam vinashite bhadaityakam nata shubhashunashakam namamitam vinayakam. Different tunes you can put. I just sang one, but very, very popular stotra, Ganesha Pancharatnam. 5 shlokas are there composed by Bhagavan Shankaracharya on Ganesha. Mudakaratta modakam. See, you see, alternatively there is Laghu Guru happening. Mudakaratta modakam sada vimukti sadhakam. Right? So that is what we have put together. Mudakaratta. Here, remember, ta is Samyukta, but that Samyukta will change the previous Laghu Guru, not itself. Itself it is ending with a, therefore Laghu only. Guru, Laghu, then come because of Anuswara. Sada, Vimuk. Again here Laghu, but next one is Samyukta, therefore this becomes Guru. Ti, Sadhakam. All are simple, right? One question, are you able to now mark Laghu Guru by yourself? Yeah, very good, very good. That is very important. Then no teacher is required. Now you know how to divide in Ganas, you know how to mark Laghu Guru, and then you also know how to give Ganas, and based on Ganas, how to decide Vritta. So, Jara, Jara, Jaga. Madhya Guru, Madhya Laghu, Madhya Guru, Madhya Laghu, Madhya Guru, and then separate Ga. So, Jara, Jara, Jaga. This is Panchachamara Vritta. Panchachamara Vritta. Right? All right. Let us go forward. So, this is 16 letters. Ashti is the Chandas. We have been seeing, no? In one Chandas, there can be many Vrittas. Chandas is decided by number of letters. Right? Anushtup Chandas. Trishtup Chandas. Now, within that Trishtup, we saw there are Indra Vajra, Upendra Vajra, so many types of meters. Right? So, Ashti is the Chandas and Vritta is called Panchachamara. 16 letters in one pada. Shall we go forward? Chal. Next one. Next one is what? Mandakranta. Another very popular meter which is of 17 letters. So, Ati Ashti. Ashti is 17. Ashti is 16. Ati Ashti. Ati Ashti is 17 letters in a pada. What is this Mandakranta? Mandakrantam budirasana mobhanau tauga yugmam tara tara tararara tarara tararara tararara taradara taradara. This is Mandakranta. What is Mandakranta saying? Mandakrantam budirasana mo bhanau tauga yugmam. Mo maha means ma. Bhana ma bhana. Then tau ta. Ga yugmam. Ga yugmam means two gas. Yugma means pair. Ga yugmam means two gas. So what is Mandakranta's Gana calculation? Ma bhana ta ga ga. Ma bhana ta ga ga. So ma bhana ta are 5 ganas. 5 3s are 15, and then ga ga 2 letters separate. Right? Let us understand the same one using the same line. Mandakranta we have put now. What? Ma. Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Da, anyways Guru. Kra, Guru. Nta, Guru. Anyways it is Guru only. Dirgha. Mbu, though it is Samyukta, but Samyukta will change the previous one. Itself, Bu is Rasva, therefore Laghu. Dhi, Laghu. Ra, Laghu. Sa, Laghu. Na, Laghu. Gai, Dirgha. Guru. Mo, Guru. Bha, Laghu. Nau, Tau, both are Guru. Ga, Laghu. Yu, Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. And last letter anyways Anuswara also is there, and Antyakshara also. Right? Now what? All Gurus. Yaratana bhaja sama. Last one. Magana. Adi Guru. Yaratana bhagana. All Laghus. Yaratana. All Laghus is Nagana. Antya Laghu. Yarata. Yarata. Adi Antya Laghu. Same Antya Laghuta and then Gaga. Mandakrantam budirasana mo bhanau tauga yugmam. So here you can see how the meter is. First few are 4 are Guru. And then suddenly Laghu comes. That's why the tune also happens like that. Mandakranta. There everything is elongated. Then few letters go very fast. Mandakrantam budirasana gair. Why? Because all of them are Laghu. Then again Guru Laghu it starts. Alright. So this is Mandakranta. Vritta. I already chanted it in the same tune, so some people might have guessed it. In Dakshinamurti Dhyana Shloka, there is one shloka. Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam वर्षिष्ठान्ते वसदृशिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे. I worship that Dakshinamurti Bhagavan. We are not here to see the meaning. Why am I explaining meaning all the time? Okay. Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita, let us break it into the Gana. Mau, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Na is Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, Guru. Vya, Guru. Khya, Guru. Prakatita, Pa, all lagus, because all are Raswas. Pa, Ra is lagu, but next is Bra, Ba plus Ra, Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Brahma, again next one, because of that becomes Guru. Ma, Raswa. Ta, Raswa, but Tvam, next one. Next one is Samyukta, therefore this becomes Guru. Then Tvam, Guru, because Anuswara is there. Yu, Laghu. Va, Guru. Nam, because of Anuswara and Antyakshara, Guru. So again, all Guru, Yaratana Bhajasa Ma, Ma Gana. Adi Guru, Yaratana Bhagana. All Lagus, Yaratana Naganas. Antya Lagu, Yarata. Antya Lagu, Ta, and then Gaga. So Ma Bhana Ta Ta Ga Ga. Ma Bhana Ta Ta Ga Ga. So Ma Bhana Ta Ta Ga Ga. This is Mandakranta meter. Okay, 17 letters in one pada. So we are entering into now longer vrittas, but very beautiful vrittas. See, the more you go longer vrittas are there, more tune becomes so beautiful to hear. That is what happens. So this is Mandakranta. Now the next one is my favorite, I think. Yes, it's my very favorite. In Vivek Chudamani, whenever this vritta has come, I have told all those times that I love this meter. What is this? Shikharini Chanda. Shikharini vritta. Again 17 letters in the pada. Therefore Atyashti is the Chanda, Shikharini is the vritta. See, Mandakranta and Shikharini both have 17 letters, but the tunes are very different. Why? Because the Lagu Guru combination is very different. So Mandakranta has its own meter. Now Shikharini has its own structure, and therefore tune is very beautiful tune. What? Rasai Rudraish Chinna Yamana Sabhalaga Shikharini Tada da 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 Tarata Tarada da Taratara Tara 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 Tarara Tara Taratara. Remember this tune? Those people who have heard this tune before, they will remember. What does the Lakshana says? Rasaihi Rudraihi Chinna Yamanasabhalaga Shikharini. This is Shikharini. What? Yamanasabha. These are the five ganas. Yagana, Magana, Nagana, Sagana, Bhagana, and then Laghu Guru at the end. Laghu Guru at the end. So let us see how it is. Rasai Rudrai Chinna Yamana Sabhalaga Shikarini. So Ra Laghu, Sai Dirgha Guru, Ru Laghu, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Drai anyways Guru. Chi Laghu, but because of next Samyukta becomes Guru. Na Guru, anyways because of Dirgha. Then Ya, Ma, Na, Sa, Bha, all are Raswas, all are Laghus. La, Dirgha. Gaha, because of Visarga, Dirgha. Shi, Raswa, therefore Laghu. Kha, Ri, all are Raswa, therefore Laghu. And last one, Ni, Dirgha, anyways Antyakshara has to be Guru also. So now what? Adi Guru. Adi Laghu. Ya, first Gana itself. Adi Laghu. All Gurus end. Yaratana Bhaja Sama Magana. Then all Laghus Nagana. Antya Guru Yaratana Bhaja Sagana. Then Adi Guru Yaratana Bhagana, and then Laghu Guru independent aksharas. So yamanasabhalag, yamanasabhalaga shikarini, yamanasabhalaga shikarini. So if we remember this line itself, we will remember what is the structure of Shikarini also, how many letters are there, and how the meaning, how the tune is. That also we can know by that one line itself. What is the example? Example is very famous. Shiva Mahimna Stotram. Mahimnaf param te parama vidusho yadya sadrishi. And there are many other slokas also which are in Shikarini. Okay. Majority of Shiva Mahimna Stotra is in Shikarini. I remember how I remember this tune is in RSS, no, in Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha Shakha, they have Ekatmata mantra and Ekatmata stotra that they chant early morning. So whenever we will, as children, whenever we used to go for shibiras, camps, etc., morning 5 o'clock they will make us wake up, and we will all be on the ground, and in the ground morning 5 o'clock we will chant one stotra. Ekatmata stotra, Ekatmata mantra, etc. In that Ekatmata stotra there are 2 verses which are in Shikarini. Okay, that is why I love this tune, because it has got that kind of feeling. No, I suddenly remember those days, and very, very, very beautiful. That meter. There are many other tunes also that can be put to this. Okay, I have just given you one tune which I like, but there can be many other tunes for the same also can be put. So what? Mahimnaf param te parama vidusho yadya sadrishi. So ma rasva, therefore lagu. He rasva, but next is samyukta, therefore becomes guru. Visarga, therefore guru. A dirgha, therefore guru. Anuswara, therefore guru. Te dirgha, therefore guru. Parama vidu, all are rasvas and all are laghus. Sho dirgha guru. Ya laghu, rasva, but next is samyukta, therefore becomes guru. Dya laghu. Sa laghu. Dr laghu. Dr rukara is laghu. Rasva swara, right? And she is dirgha. So again, adi laghu ya, first gana. Sarva guru magana. Sarva laghu nagana. Antya guru yaratana bhaja sagana. Adi guru yaratana bhagana. And then laghu guru. So yamanasa bhalaga. Yamanasa bhalaga. This is what? This is Shikarini Chanda, Shikarini Vritta. Okay? Alright. Let us go forward. Next one again, very, very popular. Shardula Vikridita. Shardula Vikridita. This is 19 letters in one pada. The vritta is called Ati Dhriti. Dhriti is 18 aksharas in one pada. Ati Dhriti is 19 aksharas in one pada. And Chandas is that Ati Dhriti. Vritta is Shardula Vikridita. What is Shardula Vikridita? Suryashvairyadimas. Suryashvairyadimas sajau satataga Shardula Vikriditam. Suryashvairyadimas sajau satataga Shardula Vikriditam. Suryashvair, that is the tune. What is that? What is it saying? Surya ashvaihi yadi maha ma sa ja sa ta ta and ga. What? Ma sa ja sa ta ta. So 6 ganas, 6 threes are 18, and ga 19th letter is guru. So 6 ganas will be there, and then one additional letter will be there. This is Shardula Vikreditam. Let us put it and let us see what does it mean. How today? Surya Ashwairi Dimas Sajau Satatagaha Shardula Vikreditam. So Su Dirgha Guru, Ya Dirgha Guru, Shwai Dirgha Guru, Ya Laghu. Please remember, though there is a Samyukta will change the previous one, not itself. So this remains Laghu. Di again Laghu. Maha, because of Visarga, becomes Guru. Sa Laghu. Jau Dirgha, therefore Guru. Sa Laghu. Ta Laghu. Ta Laghu. Gaha Dirgha and Visarga, Guru. Sha Visarga. Sha because of Dirgha, Guru. Du Dirgha ukara, therefore guru. La, rasva. Vi, rasva, but because of next one becomes guru. Next samyukta. Kri, dirgha, therefore guru. D, D is rasva, therefore lagu, and tam anuswara also is there, therefore shardula vikreditam. What? Sarva guru magana yaratana bhaja sama, last one. Antya guru yaratana bhaja sa antya guru. Madhya guru yaratana bhaja madhya guru jagana. Again antya guru sagana. Antya laghu yarata antya laghu. Again antya laghu tagana and then ga. Surya shvairyadimas sajauso magana sagana jagana sagana tagana tagana. So masa jasa tata and then last one is ga. This is called as shardula vikreditam. What does the word mean? Shardula. Shardula means tiger. Vikreditam means tiger is playing. So when the tiger is playing, it goes up and down like this. You must have seen tiger running, etc. It doesn't go in one rhythm. It has got its own rhythm, suddenly fast, suddenly slow. So that is how this also goes. You see, suddenly fast, then slow, then fast, slow, then again fast. It keeps moving. Shardula vikreditam, as though a cub or a tiger is playing. Shardula can also mean lion. Okay, tiger, lion, mostly we have Sanskrit words which mean both in many of the places. Right? King of the jungle. So Shardula vikreditam, that like small one, how does it play? So Surya Shvaihi Yadimaha. So that is what it is. Right. Now what? So many shlokas will have same. One example is given. Dakshinamurti Stotram. Entire, all 10 shlokas are in Shardula Vikredita. So far we had seen Dakshinamurti Dhyana shlokas. Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam. And then different other also some other example also we had seen. Right. So but this is Dakshinamurti Stotra composed by Shankaracharya. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nija antargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivodbhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye swatmanameva advayam tasmai shri gurumurtaye namaidam shri dakshinamurtaye. And along with that we have Vivek Chudamani's second shloka, which is very popular. Jantunam narajanmadur labhamataf pumstvam tato viprata tasmat vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvam asmat param atmanatma vivechanam swanubhavo brahmatmana samsthitihi muktir no shata janma koti sukrutair punyair vina labhyate. Sukrutaihi punyehi vina na labhyate muktihi. Another example, Sadhana Panchakam. All 5 shlokas. Vedo nityamadhiyatam taduditam karmasvanushtiyatam teneshas vidiyatam. All. I think Manisha Panchakam also will be same meter only. Right? So all these famous shlokas. I think Shankaracharya loved this longer meter Shardula Vikredita a lot. He has used quite extensively this particular meter. So let us see. Vishwam. V is Laghu. Rasva. But next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Shwam because of Anuswara becomes Guru. The Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Pa, Na, both are Laghu, both are Raswa. Dr, Laghu, but because of the next one becomes Guru, because of the Samyukta. Sha, Laghu. Ma, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Na, Ga, all are Laghu because Raswa. Ri, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Tu is Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Yam, Anuswara, Guru. Ni, Raswa, therefore Laghu. Ja, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Tar, Ta is Laghu, but because of Ra and Ga in the next one, Samyukta, this becomes Guru. Ga is Laghu, Tam is Guru. Anuswara also and Antyakshara also. So, all Gurus, Magana. Antya Guru, Sagana. Madhya Guru, Jagana. Yaratana Bhaja. Again Antya Guru Sagana. Antya Laghu Yarata. Tagana. Antyaguru Tagana. Sorry, Antyalaghu Tagana, and last one is Ga. So ma sa ja sa ta ta ga. Ma sa ja sa ta ta ga. This is the Vritta Shardula Vikredita. Very popular among Vedanta students because lots of shlokas are in this meter. Right? Shardula Vikreditam. Now I think one more we have to see, still longer, yes. Sragdhara. Sragdhara is another meter which has 21 letters in a pada. Ayyo, 21 letters. So really becomes big. Brahmairyanam trayena trimuniyatiyuta sragdhara kirtiteyam. Tune is similar to Shardula Vikredita, but in between it adds 2 letters. Brahmairyanam trayena, that little bit of addition is there. All other things are similar to, the tune is similar to Shardula Vikredita. Right? But 21 letters. So when you say 21 divided by 3 is 7 ganas will be there. What are they? 7 ganas. Ma bhna ma ra bhana. See? Ma ra bhanai. Ma ra bhana. Then ra ya na. Ya nam trayena. Ya are 3 times. So ma ra bhana. Then ra. So you see mra. See if you can dissect this. Break this ma, ra, bha, na, ra, and then yanam trayena, ya. Mrabhnair yanam trayena. Right? Trimuniyatiyuta Sragdhara Kirtikayam. This is called as Sragdhara. So mara, bhanara, ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ra is not there. This is not required. Brahmair, correct. Mra, bhnaihi. And then yanam trayena. This ra is not required. Marabhana, that is mrabhnaihi, and then yanam trayena. Mrabhnaihi includes marabhana, and then yanam trayena includes 3. That's what I was thinking, some 8. So 7 ganas. Marabhana ya. There also you have to remove. Right. Now, how do you understand this? Let us see. Mra, guru, because the next one is samyukta. Bhnai, dirgha, therefore guru. Ya, therefore guru. Nam, anuswara, therefore guru. Tra, laghu. Though samyukta is there, samyukta is for previous. Tra is rasva only. Ye, dirgha, guru. Na, but next one is samyukta, therefore guru. 3 is laghu. Mu, ni, ya, ti, you, all are laghu because rasva. Ta, dirgha, therefore guru. Sra, laghu, but next one is samyukta, therefore becomes guru. Dha remains laghu. Ra, dirgha, guru. Ki, dirgha, guru. Ti, rasva, laghu. Te, dirgha, guru. And yam, anuswara, therefore guru. Sarva, guru, ma. Yaratana bhajasa, ma. Madhya laghu, yara. Adi guru, yaratana bha. Adi guru. Sarva laghu, yaratana na. Adi laghu, first one, ya. Adi laghu, first one, ya. Adi laghu, first one, ya. So mara bhana ya. Mara bhana ya. This is Sragdhara. Brahmairyanam trayena trimuniyatiyuta Sragdhara kirtikayam. Kirtikayam. This is very famous meter which is called as Sragdhara. Sragdhara. What is the example? Shakuntalam. Example is from Shakuntalam. Shakuntala is by whom? Shakuntala, who has written? The famous Kavi Kalidasa. Kalidasa's 3 Natakas are very famous. Among them one is Shakuntalam. Abhijnana Shakuntalam also. Sometimes it is also called as Abhijnana Shakuntalam. Actually, the name is Shakuntalam only. First verse, that Nandi Padana, it is called, the drama starts with Nandi. Nandi is prayer, invocation prayer, which is chanted by all the actors together on stage, and then they begin the theatre performance. That first shloka itself is in Sraddhara meter. Ya srishti srashturadya vahati vidhyutam ya havirya chahotri. Ya srishtihi srashtuhu adya vahati vidhyutam ya. I am not here to explain meaning. Let us go to Laghu Guru. Ya Guru. Srishtihi, though Laghu, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Visarga, therefore Guru. Sra again is Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Shtu, Raswa, therefore Laghu. Ra, Dirgha, Guru. Dya, Dirgha, Guru. Va, Ha, Ti, Vi, Dhi, all are Raswa and all are Laghus. Yu, also Laghu. Tam, because of Anuswara, Guru. Ya, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Ha, Raswa, Laghu. V is Raswa, but next one is Samyukta, therefore Guru. Ya, Guru, Dirgha. Cha, Raswa. Ho, Dirgha, therefore Guru, and 3 is anyways Guru because of Dirgha. So again, Sarva Guru, Magana. Madhya Laghu, Yara, Ragana. Adi Guru, Yaratana, Bhagana. Sarva Laghu, Yaratana, Nagana. Adi Laghu, first one, Ya. Adi Laghu, Ya. Adi Laghu, Ya. Another example from Mukundamala is another very beautiful stotra. Kulashekara Alvar, king of Kerala. At one point of time, he was the king of Kerala and was a great devotee of Bhagavan. And he has written one very beautiful stotra called Mukundamala. And in that Mukundamala, one shloka is there. Ma draksham kshina punyan kshanamapi bhavato bhakti hinan padabje. Very beautiful shloka is there. That is also in Mukundamala, which is in Sraddhara Vritta. Sraddhara Vritta. So like this, now we have come towards the end of this, what is called as Akshara Vritta. Vedji, what? In the beginning we had seen there are two kinds of Vrittas, Akshara Vritta and Matra Vritta. Akshara Vritta means what? Depending on the number of Aksharas, the Vritta is decided, the Chandas is decided, and Vritta is decided according to the Gana organization. Right. Now there are some Vrittas which are not dependent on number of Aksharas but number of Matras. What is the difference between Akshara and Matra? Akshara means what? That which has one Swara in it is called as one Akshara. And then for that Akshara we gave Matra, that is Laghu and Guru. Now one example we will see of Matra Vritta, which is also called as Jati. Akshara Vritta is generally called as Vritta. Matra Vritta also is called as Jati. Now in that Jati, one example we will see which is of Arya. Arya is again very famous Vritta. In Marathi etc. Arya Vritta is very famous. Right? How does this Arya Vritta work? So Arya Vritta has got 4 padas. Each verse has got 4 padas. But in these 4 padas, how are they divided? They will have, first pada will have 12 matras. Second pada will have 18 matras. Third pada will have 12 matras. And fourth pada will have 15 matras. So based on the matras, it is decided. How do you say? What do you mean by based on the matra? So Laghu is counted as 1 matra and Guru is counted as 2 matras. So decision is not based on how many letters are there in the pada. It doesn't matter for Matra Vritta. But what is the total count of matras? Let me give you example of matra, then you will understand what is being said. So now there is no particular tune. You please understand this. Not necessarily there will be a tune according to aksharas, because aksharas may vary. So yasya pade prathame द्वादश मात्रास्तथा तृतीयेऽपि अष्टादश द्वितीये चतुर्थके पंचदश सार्या. What is the lakshana telling? Yasyaha prathame pade, of whose in the first pada dvadasha matraha, there are 12 matras. Tatha tritiye api, so too in the third pada there are 12 matras. Ashtadasha dvitiye, in the second pada there are ashtadasha 18 matras. Chaturthake panchadasha, and in the fourth pada panchadasha there are 15 matras. Sa arya, that meter is called as arya. So now let us count. Yasyaha pade pratame, this is the first pada. Dvadasha matras tatha tritiyepi, this is the second pada. Ashtadasha dvitiye, third pada. Chaturthake panchadasha sarya, this is fourth pada. Now how do you understand? We have to not divide it into ganas. Okay, no need of this. We don't have to divide it into ganas, but we have to just mark Laghu Guru as usual, how we have done so far. So ya is Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore becomes Guru. Syaha, Visarga, therefore Guru. Pa, Dirgha, therefore Guru. De, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Pra, Rasva, therefore Laghu. Th, Rasva, therefore Laghu. Me, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Dva, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Da, Rasva, Laghu. Sha, Rasva, Laghu. Ma, Dirgha, Guru. Tra, Dirgha, Guru. Sta, Rasva. Remember, Samyukta is for previous one. Tatha, Tha, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Tr, Rasva, Ukara, Rasva, Rikara, Rasva, it is Laghu. Pi, Dirgha, therefore Guru. Ye, Dirgha, therefore Guru. And Pi. Pi is Rasva, but because it is at the end of the pada, it will be marked as Guru. Remember, 4 conditions were there. Next one is Samyukta, Anuswara, Visarga, and Antya pada, Antyakshara of the pada. Right? Next one. Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore Guru. Shta, Dirgha, therefore Guru. The, Rasva, Laghu. Sha, Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore Guru. Dvi, Rasva, Laghu. Ti, Dirgha, Guru. Ye, Dirgha, Guru. Cha, Rasva, Laghu. Tu is Rasva, but next one is Samyukta. Ra and Tha is there. Therefore Guru. Tha, Laghu. Ke, Dirgha, Guru. Pa, Rasva, but next one is Samyukta, therefore Guru. Cha, Laghu. Da, Laghu. Sha, Laghu. Sa, Dirgha, Guru. Ya, Dirgha, Guru. Now after assigning all these Laghu Gurus, now count. For each Laghu, count 1. Each Guru, count 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8. One Laghu, 9. Another Laghu, 9. Guru, 2, 12. Similarly, 2, 1, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 16, 14, 16, 18. 2, 2, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, 10, 12, 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 15. So 12, 18, 12, 15. 12, 18, 12, 15. This is Arya meter. Now please note here, though this also has 12, this also has 12, its structure is not same. Laghu Guru structure is not same. So Gana etc. is not same. Isn't it? Here these two are Laghu, here different ones are Laghu. But in Matra Vritta, the order of Aksharas or the number of Aksharas not necessarily matter. What matters is the number of Matras, number of instances, time required. Matra is basically time required, right? So this is one example of Arya Vritta, which is Matra Vritta, which is also called as Jati. There are many other, not many, but there are few other, like for example, I had explained to you Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. If you see in every line, it may not have same a number of aksharas, or even the sequence of Lagu Guru may not be same. It is another kind of Matra Vritta. Sometimes even in what is that? Upadesha Sara also. Upadesha Sara, Ramana Maharshi's Upadesha Sara, if you see, in some shlokas 5 letters are there in one pada, in some shlokas 6 letters are there in one pada, but matras are same. Matra Vritta it is also. But the most famous Matra Vritta is Arya. And therefore, we have seen that as an example. Not very widely used. Most widely used are the Akshara Vrittas, which have got Niyata Akshara, fixed number of letters, and fixed number of Ganas. The sequence of Aksharas is also fixed. Right? With this, we conclude the topic of Vritta or Chandas. What all things we saw right at the beginning? We saw why Chandas or Vritta is required. Because the mantras which are revealed in the Vedas have got Niyata Akshara, Niyata Pada. Based on that, they are called as Rik kind of mantras. If that is not fixed, then they are called as Yajus kind of mantras. So this number of letters and the sequencing of letters plays very important role, even to remember and memorize and keep the pristine purity of Vedas, because they are revealed text. So to keep whether the correct, what is the word which was actually there, we use Chandas Shastra a lot. It is one of the 6 angas called as Veda angas. We have seen at the beginning. Shiksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Vyakarana, Chandas and Jan Jyotisham. The Chandas is part of that. Then when it comes to composed texts, written texts, not Vedas, but other than that, whatever Shastras are there which are written, they have to be written in a particular Vritta. So as students, we must understand what is the Vritta in which it is written. And therefore again, while writing also you have to remember the entire structure and compose according to that, and while reading also, while studying also you have to do, right? Please remember this point. Just because we know Sanskrit as language, we can't start composing in Sanskrit. We can write in Sanskrit, okay, paragraphs can be written, but to compose poetry in Sanskrit, we need the entire Vritta Shastra or Chandas Shastra with us, and we have to exactly follow where Lagu Guru has come. Otherwise, there is a Chando Bhanga. There is a Bhanga means breaking of Chandas will be there, and they consider it as Papa. Chando Bhanga is Papa in Sanskrit. Alright. So it is not sufficient that we know the language, but this Chandas Shastra also is very important if we want to compose something. If we don't want to compose also, if we just want to chant, even for chanting, when we know the meters, we know what exactly the tune that needs to be given to that. As I said, within the same Vritta, you can use different tunes, that's okay. But at least you will know what. Apuryamana machala pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti. You can put that tune, or you can put another tune. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam kayena vacha. That tune also you can put. But I am saying, unless you know which tune or which kind of meter is this, we will not be able to chant it also properly. Alright. So for that also, this particular topic is very important. We have covered that. I hope you remember before this Chandas Vritta, I also explained in couple of lectures numbers in Sanskrit, because they are also play important part in this Vritta. So those numbers also we have seen. what is first, second, third, and what is 1, 2, 3 in Sanskrit. All that also we have seen. So far we have seen so many topics in Sanskrit. Let us just revise quickly. We started with the importance and introduction to the Sanskrit. What are all kinds of Shastras which are there in Sanskrit. Then we went on to understand what are the syllables, letters in Sanskrit, swaras, and then Vyanjanas, then Ayogavaha, symbols, etc. All that we understood. Then we saw how using these letters words are formed, and meaningful words, how are they divided. In the division, we said that there will be Nama, or simple two sections were there, Subanta and Tinganta, that which ends with Sup and that which ends with Ting. Only these two types of compositions are called as words, Sup, Tingantam, Padam. And then in Subanta we saw there are so many options, Nama, Sarvanama, Visheshana, right, Kriya Visheshana also, Avyaya also. And then in Kriya is verbs. We started then the topic of Avyayas, indeclinables, and all the different kinds of indeclinables. Indeclinables means what? They don't change according to anything. They remain as they are, and therefore become easy for us to understand. Cha, eva, yat, tat, yatra, tatra, all these kind of Avyayas also we have seen. Then we entered into the major topic of Nama Vibhaktis, right? Nama, Sarvanama, nouns and pronouns, Visheshana, adjectives. How Subanta is formed? Subanta is formed by adding Sup Pratyaya to Pratipadika. To the base, you add 21 Pratyayas. Suauja, Samaucha, Stabhyambis. Remember, they are divided into Sapta Vibhaktis and 3 Vachanas. Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, and Sapta Vibhakti. Then we understood each Vibhakti, what is the usage, how are the forms, how in English we have to understand them. All those topics of Sapta Vibhakti and Sambodhana Prathama also. All 8 Vibhaktis we saw. Within that topic, we also saw different forms, how they become. Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Takaranta, Sakaranta, Nakaranta, Swaranta and Vyanjananta, Ajanta and Halanta, both kinds of things we saw. Then we went into the topic of Kriya, how a Kriya is formed from Dhatu. What is the procedure, what is the address, and then how Dhatus are divided into 10 Ganas, what are the 10 Ganas, what are the important Ganas, how Pratyayas are added which are called as Ting Pratyayas, which are 18 Pratyayas, 9 for Parasmepada, 9 for Atmanepada. Then when they go into each tense and moods, we saw Lakaras also, 10 Lakaras, out of them 5 Lakaras we saw, right. So how the verbs are formed, what is the meaning of the verbs, etc. And according to the Purusha, Pratham Purush, Madhyama Purush, Prathama Purush, Madhyama Purush, Uttama Purush, how the verbs change, and also according to Ekavachan, Dvivachan, Bahuvachan. Pratham Purush is third person, Madhyama Purush is second person, Uttam Purush is first person. So all that also, remember, Patati Patata, Patanti, Patasi Patata, Patata, Patami, Patava, Patama, all those kind of forms, Kriyas also we saw. Then after that, we saw one big topic of Sandhi. Elaborately, we saw how joining takes place, what kind of joining is there, Ach Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi, Visarga Sandhi, all we saw according to the original sutras of Panini and the Vritti, etc. Up to here we have come. Then in between we have seen small topics which I am not covering, like Shabdas, Sankhya Shabdas we have seen. Now Chandas Shastra Vritta also we have seen. In between we had also seen about Upasarga, what do you mean by Upasarga, why Upasarga, how Upasargas, then Nijanta, causative forms. All those small topics also we had seen at the right place. Now what remains for us are 3 topics, okay, out of which one topic we are going to take little more elaborately, second one just the introduction we are going to see, and third one just the names we are going to see. That much only remains with us now. First topic is called as Kridanta. Kridanta means primary derivatives. So there are set of pratyayas which are added to dhatus to make it into noun. We will see In next class, we will see what is Kridanta. Then we will see Samasa. Samasa are two words joined together to become one word. Two words come together, compound word to become one word. In Sandhi, two letters were joining together and two words were still remaining different only, but they were just written together. In Samasa, they will merge and become one word, inseparable. They can be split just like that. Something needs to be done if you want to split them, right? So, Samasa we will see, and last topic we will probably see is Tadhita, secondary derivatives. From one Pratipadika, another Pratipadika is formed. So, Kridanta is from the root Dhatu, a noun, a Pratipadika is formed, primary derivative. And Tadhita is from one Pratipadika, another Pratipadika is formed. Okay? That much is sufficient for today. We will meet in the next session. We will start with the topic of Kridanta. Alright. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.